Live coverage of this Tuesday night NBA game here on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Chicago Bulls. And to look at Minnesota's opening lineup, they've got Johnson, and it's Garnett in at the power forward.
Knows how to run a team, guys, and facilitate accordingly. Rose makes those around him better.
Here's Sprewell to the middle. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Pass to Dang. Here's Rose. And there's a pick. Launches a three. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Here's Cassell. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
Really hard not to respect the tremendous impact Garnett has on both ends of the floor. He plays with tremendous intensity in all situations and never gives you less than 100% effort.
And he sinks the second. About a minute played here so far in the first. Now here's Rose. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. There's the screen by Johnson. Inside, 5 to shoot. Here we go, all alone.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
To the middle, here's Garnett. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
How about that for a flush? Garnett going up with confidence and packing a punch.
Here's Bogans. He's got 5. From deep, Rose. Rebounded by Johnson. To the paint. Here's Garnett.
Oh, my. I mean,
Gets
just
you some.
hard on that one, B.A.
KG taking no prisoners and dropping the hammer down. Well, what a nice throwdown by Kevin Garnett.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Rose outside. The 11-footer. Oh, and that miss makes him 0 for 4. Not a great start. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Hassel. And it's blocked. They get it back. Johnson. And so here is Chicago. Rose, the pass to Boozer. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Here's Cassell, guarded by Rose. Here's the floater, and that one's good. Cassell.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
Rose with it, and timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. And that one's good. Dang.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Cassell. Pass to Garnett. Chicago with a rebound.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Here's Bogans. He's got 5. Out to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. There's a screen from deep. Rose. Hassel with a rebound.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's Cassell. Pass to Garnett. Second chance effort. Noah grabs the board. Chicago trailing here. Rose, the pass to Bogans. Here's Noah. Rose outside. Puts it up from 12. It's hauled in by Garnett. Garnett's got his 4th rebound in this one. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Watson, he's checked in for Chicago. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Now here's Watson. Pass to Boozer for 3, and he buries his first look.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Cassell. 5 points in the game. Here's Hassel. Here's Madsen. Pass to Cassell. Noah grabs the board. Chicago with the ball. Trailing by 2. Here's Bogans. He shoots again. Here's Boozer. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. Boozer's got 5.
Got to appreciate the interior game of Boozer. I mean, really does a nice job scoring in the paint and has a high-arcing shot that helps him do so.
Here's Sprewell. Still no points. Blocked! And they'll keep possession. Pass to Cassell. Here's Hassel. Madsen passes to Johnson. Here's Hassel. Rebounded to Bogans. Chicago with the ball. Now Watson. 1:21 left in the first. To the left side wing. They set the pick. Here's Deng. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Line change here for Chicago. Some changes for Minnesota. Here's Hudson, guarded by Rose. They set the screen. They need this. Rebound by Ashik. And Rose has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. 3-point lead. From the high post, Minnesota with a rebound.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Here's Korver. There's 21 seconds left in the first. From 7 feet away, and Gibson finishes inside. And now it's a 5-point Bulls lead.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
Pass to Garnett. Over Gibson. Minnesota again missing.
When you're wide open like that, no need to fade away.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Chicago ahead. They lead by 5. And the second quarter is on. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bulls?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
On the court for Minnesota. And it's Zerbiak in at the small forward position. Pass to Korver. From deep. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Garnett's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Hudson. Here's Zerbiak. And another 3 for Minnesota.
I love how quick Zerbiak is. I mean, doesn't waste any time getting his shot off. That quick release I'm talking about. Catch and shoot is right in his wheelhouse.
To the inside. Now here's Thomas. Guarded closely. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Korver passes to Gibson. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. First trip to the line for him here. And he makes the first. He does not get the second one.
Could have taken the lead there, but instead, they're going to have to settle for the tie.
Here's Zerbiak. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Zerbiak's gotten just one of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. And that one drops. Thomas has got his first 2 points of the night.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Pass to Zerbiak. Drives to the hoop. Got it. 2 for 5 now. Here's Rose. No points yet. Here's Korver. Here's the pick. Fires the 3. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Zerbiak. He's got 5. Over to the left wing. Pass to Madsen. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Here's Chicago now. Here's Korver. Goes up from the top of the key. It's hauled in by Garnett. Garnett's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Zerbiak. And he dunks it down.
Kevin Garnett doing a nice job using those long arms of his to snag missed shots.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Chicago trailing here. Here's Korver. Pass to Bogans. Here's Noah. Rose left side. Down low. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Hudson. Guarded by Rose. Here's Hudson. Noah grabs the board. Here's Korver. Pass to Bogans. Out left to the wing. There's the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Rose. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. And here are the Timberwolves. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Shots good by Szczerbiak. Szczerbiak's got 7 points here in the quarter.
You know, no time wasted getting that ball up the floor for the uncontested finish.
Rose, the pass to Thomas. Pass to Korver to end the drought. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
Perfect shooting form from K-squared, Kyle Korver. Man, is he a laser. A quick release and always gets himself squared up for the look.
Here's Szczerbiak. And it's Chicago with a board. Here's Korver. Pass to Bogans. Here's Noah out to the wing. Rose outside. Thomas outside. Here's Korver. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Hassel. No made baskets yet. Hudson drops in the 3.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Here's Korver. Pass to Bogans. Here's Noah to the left side wing. They set the pick. Here's Rose. That gets him on the board. He's 1 for 9.
You know, if you're the defense, that's all you can do. Rose is just a force on the offensive end.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota. So both teams changing it up here. Here's Cassell. He's got 5.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Sprewell. The floater. Rebound by the Bulls. Noah's got 4 rebounds now. Bogans, the pass to Watson. A minute 37 left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's Boozer. And the Bulls tack on 2 more. Here's Cassell. And he drives in. Pass to Hassel. Just 3 to shoot. From deep. Noah grabs the board. Noah's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Tang. He's got 5. 43 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Number 35, Mark Madsen.
Here's Hassel. No points so far. Pass to Madsen. Here's Sprewell. And a big-time jam right there.
And Mr. Sprewell rising up. An easy liftoff.
Outside Watson. There's 14 seconds left in the first half. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. Here's Boozer. Another shot. No good with a layup. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's Minnesota up 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Now the Timberwolves with it. 2-point game. Hassel, pass to Cassell. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Great activity level on the boards. Impressive. Wow.
And for the Timberwolves, they've got Johnson, and it's Garnett in at the four-man position. Over to the left wing. Pass to Sprewell. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both shots. Bulls trail by 6. Here's Bogans. Pass to Dang. Right wing. There's a screen. Here's Rose. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
When Rose is attacking, guys, I mean, the defense has to act. He puts them on their heels.
Chicago shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Rose. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Cassell passes to Garnett. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
You know, KG's an insanely long player, and that length allows him to bait defenders into contact and to finish through it.
Second half getting started. About a minute played. Pass to Boozer. From deep, Rose. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Johnson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Sprewell. Here's Garnett. Soft touch off the glass. Garnett's got 5 points in the quarter.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
Pass to Noah to the left wing. And there's the screen. Now here's Rose. He's covered closely. Nails the baby hook. Rose has got his second bucket on the night.
With his bounce and body control, easy to see why Rose is aggressive there.
Here's Cassell, guarded by Rose. Cassell passes to Garnett. Noah grabs the board. Noah's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Rose. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Here's Dang. 6 to shoot. Here's Bogans. Rebound Minnesota. Garnett's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Sprewell passes to Cassell. Here's Hassel. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Garnett. Here's Cassell. Launches it from deep. Noah grabs the board. And Rose has got the ball here for the Bulls. Here's Bogans. 5 points in the game. Rose with it. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Boy, Rose plays with an angry physicality, which is really hard to match up against.
This is his second trip to the line in the game. Both teams will make substitutions. Good on the second one. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Pass to Cassell. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Inside. And the basket by Noah.
We all know how Rose can score the ball, but sometimes I think we dismiss how good of a passer he is.
And so it's Minnesota with it. 6-point lead. Timeout called the Timberwolves.
Guard it.
Outside Johnson. Here's Cassell, guarded by Rose. Clock at 6. There's the screen by Johnson. Here's Zerbiak. And it's off from three-point range. Bulls trail by 6. Pass to Rose. Here's Korver from behind the arc. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose. Rose has got 3 assists tonight.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Garnett passes to Cassell. They set a pick.
Bulls foul. Carlos Boozer. 3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Here's Cassell, guarded by Rose. And that one's good. Cassell's got 7.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Here's Korver. 6 points for him. Pass to Rose. Five on the clock. There's the 3. Here's Bogans. Now here's Rose. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Here's Hassel. Still no points. Pass to Garnett.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:58 left to play in the third quarter. Noah grabs the board. Noah's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Rose outside.
Boozer, quite the efficient scorer, a banger in the post, who also has a very solid and reliable mid-range shot.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
We also got to highlight how on fire they've been from three-point land. They've continued to capitalize from beyond the arc in this one.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. The Timberwolves lead by 4. With the drive, and that one's good. Cassell's got 9 points.
So good at anticipating and feeling things on the floor. Cassell sees an opportunity coming and then takes advantage.
Pass to Boozer. Here's Korver. Shot clock at 6. Here's Brewer. And again, Chicago, no good. 54 seconds left in the third. Here's Zerbiak. He's got 7. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Trent, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves, number 20, Gary Trent.
Bulls trail by 6. Now here's Watson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Screen by Gibson. Watson inside. Buries it down low.
Taking people to school with moves like that.
Minnesota leading by 4.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Here's Cassell, defended by Watson. This one for 3. And that one's good. Cassell. 12 points for him.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And so it's Minnesota closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. They've got Taj Gibson, and it's Rose in at the point guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Korver can't get it to go. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Hudson. There's the triple. Can't get it to drop. And so it's Rose with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Screen by Gibson. Rose, the pass to Gibson. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Rose. Rose has got 4 assists now tonight. The Timberwolves lead by 5. Here's Hoiberg. From outside the arc. The putback. Can't hit that one. And we played through about a minute here in the 4th. Here's Brewer. And the layup is good off the glass. Brewer's got his first bucket in this one.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Hudson. Here's Zerbiak. Fires from deep. And he gets it back. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
And Zerbiak is a terrific secondary scorer. I mean, a perfect wingman who can shoot the lights out.
Here's Korver. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Timberwolves call timeout. Swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, I was able to listen in on the Timberwolves head coach talking to his team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Not a long trip to the rim for Olowokandi. He just pops up and puts it down.
Pass to Brewer. Back to Rose. Here's Brewer. 5 to shoot. There's a screen. Here's Bogans. And there's the rejection.
An infinite reach, it seems. The wingspan of Garnett is just amazing.
To the paint. Olowokandi. And it's Chicago with a board. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Bogans. There's the drive.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And Minnesota making a change here. Minnesota leading by 5. Here's Hudson. Pass to Hassel. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Kevin Garnett sacrificing his body on the defender there.
To the wing on the left. Scalabrine passes to Rose. Screen by Gibson. The floater deflected, and he recovers it. Here's Brewer. And he gets it to go off the front iron. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. And he's going for the lob. It's stolen away. And he makes it on the layup. And now just a 3-point Minnesota lead.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
Pass to Madsen. Here's Zerbiak. 4-3. And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Scalabrine passes to Bogans. He got a piece of it. Here's Hudson. To the middle. Here's Madsen. Uses the glass on the layup. And it's an 8-point Minnesota lead.
Excellent use of the pick and roll. Madsen doing a nice job rolling to the right spot.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Here's Dang. Rose up top. Pass to Bogans. Back to Rose. Here's Noah. Inside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hassel. With the teardrop. Chicago with a rebound. Noah's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Dang. Rose with it. And there's the foul. It'll go on Derrick Rose. That's foul number 2 for him.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
An emphatic rejection that was. Boy, you got to appreciate that kind of forceful, in-your-face defense.
Here's Cassell. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The Bulls trail by 8. Here's Bogans. Here's Dang. Here's Boozer. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
To the inside. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Just putting on the hard hat and going to work. Getting buckets is what KG does.
Rose outside. Pass to Boozer. Here's Dang. No good with the triple. The Timberwolves lead by 8. And he lobs it up to the rim.
Kevin Garnett's teammates trust him to throw it down. That's why they lob it his way with confidence.
Now Rose. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
He gets the first, and that brings him within single digits.
Well, I tell you what, this guy gives you everything he's got when he's out there, and that's what you love about Derrick Rose, how fierce he is as a competitor.
Hits both from the stripe. Here's Cassell. It's tipped. Rose outside. Pass to Boozer. Here's Dang. Here's Bogans. It's hauled in by Garnett. Bogans has gone 2 for 7 from the field. Here's Hassel. There's a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Garnett. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. They're losing by 10. Here's Rose, and they cash it in right away with a quick shot. There's 38 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And here's Minnesota now. Here's Garnett. Here's Sprewell. Counted from distance.
Sprewell's a guy who can be pretty effective at the arc. I mean, knocking down threes, part of what he does.
Here's Rose. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.